What is up, guys? It's Wolfbites here, and today I'm bringing you guys a brand new video. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the Galaxy S8. And in today's video, guys, I just wanted to share some features, things I like about the Galaxy S8, and I want to tell you guys about why I switched from an iPhone 6s to a Galaxy S8. And also, I just wanted to talk about why you might not want to do that. So, stay tuned. iPhones have always been the standard for me just because they're always so reliable. I haven't really had an Android since I had my HTC Amaze back in like 9th grade, and I absolutely hated it. But once I saw the Galaxy S8, I was pretty convinced I would be able to switch over to Android once again. In this video, I'm going to be sharing my reasons, guys, for switching to the Galaxy S8 and a couple reasons why you might not want to do that. Let's begin with some of the features I really like about the Galaxy S8. First things first, the display. This is the best display on the smartphone, period. And this phone actually has a beautiful QHD AMOLED display that makes everything a lot sharper and the colors more vibrant. The curved edges really make the phone nice to look at and feel great in the hand. The only downside of the edges for me would be that I find myself pressing things on the screen by accident sometimes, so it can get a bit annoying. But this display is by far the thing that made me most interested in this phone, and it's a big draw for a lot of consumers. Another feature that has to do with the display that I really like is the always on display. The always on display is a feature that pretty much shows you the time and notification icons when your screen is actually just turned off. This always on display is fully customizable, and as you can see, I have a wolf icon there. It's my own personal one that I got on the Samsung store, so it's a pretty cool way to customize your always on display, and you can customize it however you want. There's different styles that they have on the store, so you could just choose one and put it as your always on display. You could also put a picture, different clocks. You could pretty much customize it however you want. Also, the best part about this feature is that it actually doesn't waste any battery, which is pretty useful. Another major reason I like the Galaxy S8 is the customization options. With iOS, you're limited to their layout and software limitations, which is kind of annoying. I love being able to actually see my wallpaper on my phone rather than having it covered by a bunch of app icons that I see every single time. And with the Galaxy S8, you are able to fully customize the layout of your apps, the wallpapers, the style of your app icons, and even the entire theme of the phone, which is a big plus for me. With Android, you have no limitation and can take full control of your device. Another big feature that this phone excels in is the camera. The Galaxy S8 has a 12 megapixel rear camera and a 8 megapixel front facing camera. Samsung made a big improvement with their front facing camera, which is good, but the rear camera is kind of the same one on the Galaxy S7. This isn't really a big deal for me though, because the camera is way better than my iPhone 6s, and it's a very big difference from my old phone, so taking pictures on this is really good. It's very easy to create depth of field effect like on iPhone 7, and the pictures come out super nice and clean. This camera does support 4K, 1440p, and 1080p video, and it comes standard at 1080p 30fps, but you could easily change it to 1080p 60fps or any of the other options in the settings. The camera also has different modes to choose from when taking pictures, and even has some pretty cool Snapchat-esque filters. This, guys, is the front-facing camera quality, which is pretty good, but I don't know, I like it. I have mixed debates about it. I haven't really tried the iPhone 7 one, but this one they did actually improve, so it's not the same one like the rear camera from the Galaxy S8, so it's a lot better. So there you go, guys, a little video test with the front facing camera. So yeah, guys, this is the video quality that you're gonna get on the Samsung Galaxy S8 with 1080p 60fps, so it's very good quality, as you could tell. And my room is actually a mess back here, but I'm pretty sure the image stabilization on this is pretty good, so it makes for a pretty decent vlogging camera if that's what you want to do. And honestly, the picture quality is amazing. I don't know about the mic. The mic is not that good in my opinion, but it's decent. It's not. I don't think it's as good as the iPhone 7, but that's just my opinion. Some other cool features include the facial recognition and iris scanners, which are pretty cool features, even though I don't see myself taking off my glasses just to open my phone, and I'd rather just use the fingerprint sensor on the back. The wireless charging is a big plus for me because I can charge my phone while I'm gaming or doing homework on my desk and just easily pick it up and place it back down when I'm done. Speaking of charging, the Galaxy S8 does support USB-C for charging, so it makes a really fast charge which can be useful for when you need juice and you're on the go and you're in a hurry, and it's a very useful tool. So USB-C is now on the Galaxy S8. And lastly, guys, the Samsung Pay feature, which allows you to pay at almost every store, and it's a lot better than Apple Pay because it is supported almost everywhere. And I haven't actually set it up yet, but I heard it's a very good feature, and I do plan on trying it. Alright, finally, guys, I just want to talk about why I think you shouldn't switch to the Galaxy S8 from an iPhone. Now, the first and main reason why I think you should stay with an iPhone is if you are deeply embedded in iMessage and FaceTime. With the Galaxy 8, you're not getting any of that. You're not getting no FaceTime, no iMessage, none of those cool features. Not gonna lie, I was pretty embedded into iMessage. I was in a lot of group chats, and it was honestly the best messaging I could ask for because it made group chats really easy, and it made them fun too. You could do different effects, but on Galaxy S8, you're not getting any of that, and on any Android, actually, you're not getting any of that. FaceTime, however, there are also other alternatives to FaceTime, but they're not as good quality as FaceTime is. I think FaceTime honestly is the best quality I've used. But guys, there also is third-party apps for messaging and video calls, so I mean, you're not limited to just using the text messaging here. You could, if somebody really wants to talk to you, they'll download one of those apps or something like that, and they'll text you, or no, they'll just text you normally. It's really not a big deal. I don't find it to be a big deal. When I had an iPhone, I would text people, and it was fine. Now, the last thing I want to say is, if you have an iPhone and you have a Mac, you have a iMac, you have a let's say Apple Watch, you have an iPad, you have all these Apple devices, I would say just stay with an iPhone, because Apple does make it really easy and simple to use all of your devices at once. So it does make it for a better experience if you have all those devices already. And if you switch to Samsung, you're gonna get a lot of problems, and if you have an Apple Watch, you can't even use it. Like, you just wasted that pretty much. But I mean, if you want to switch, by all means, go ahead, switch over. But in my opinion, if you already have everything else and you like iMac, you like the OS software, you like all that, just stay with an iPhone. It'll be better for you in the long run with all your devices. Now, another thing I do want to say, guys, is if you guys are really into Snapchat, just don't get a Galaxy. Don't get any Android if you like Snapchat like a lot. I'm talking about like you snap every single day and all you do is snap. That's your favorite social media. Do not get a Galaxy or get any Android for that matter. Snapchat is just not optimized at all for Android. It's really bad. The camera quality is terrible. So just stay away from it. You won't regret it. Trust me, if you are in love with Snapchat and you're thinking about getting this phone, do not, because I actually thought it was going to be good. I forgot completely about Snapchat. I forgot all about how Android users are bad and they suck on Snapchat, and the quality is terrible. So when I got this phone and I actually looked at it, and I was like, wow, I am actually part of the Android race now, and I'm part of the freaking shitty quality. So just don't get a Galaxy if you are like a big fan of Snapchat. Now, lastly, guys, the biggest problem with switching from iPhone to Android or Galaxy S8 is the learning curve. I think there's a it's a harder learning curve to learn with an Android and a Galaxy S8 than it is for an iPhone. iPhone makes it really simple, and that's like one of the best things that they have. They make their phones and their software so simple and easy to use, and it's the most user-friendly software. That's why a lot of people like it. For example, my grandparents, both sets of grandparents of mine, they came from Cuba. They don't really know much about technology. They're not very technology savvy, and they barely speak English. So even explaining to them how to use it is kind of hard. Anyways, they were able to learn how to use their iPhones, and they all have iPhones now. So it's pretty crazy how my grandparents, who just came from this country, and well, not just came, but they came a while back, and they don't know English that well, and they're able to use an iPhone just like everyone else. So it's pretty cool. But there is a learning curve with this phone, so if you do not want to take the time to learn how to use an Android, then just stick with an iPhone. It's going to be easy. Everything is going to be spoon-fed to you, so it is good in that regard. Now, that's going to be it for the video, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy, and please be sure to leave a like down below and subscribe for more content, and let me know what you guys think about the Galaxy S8. If you like it, dislike it, you like the iPhone better. Tell me what your thoughts are, and I'll be glad to interact with you guys. So thank you guys for watching, and peace.